I'm Matt Watson with Watson Farms. We wanted to give you guys a informative video about our pastured pig operation. So here's our farrowing pasture. You can see the farrowing huts, and those huts are where the sows go in when they are ready to have pigs, and so they'll make themselves at home in those farrowing huts, and that's the start of our what turns into our pastured pork is little pigs. So we have here 5 sows, and this go round we ended up with about 36 little pigs, and those will be our stock for our finisher pigs that we'll be feeding out over the next 8 months or so. So the process from birth to finish takes about 8 months, and these pigs live a happy life. They're on pasture their whole life, and we never confine them. We farrow them in a group. It's called group farrowing, and so they're able to roam around and be with each other all the time, and they kind of become a community, a pretty cohesive group of pigs. So and they'll stay together their whole life, and we'll move them out to the finishing pastures when we wean them, and we wean them at about 6 weeks. And these pigs here are about 4 to 5 weeks old, so they're getting ready to be weaned. They're all eating feed on their own, so that's key to successful weaning, is they need to be eating feed on their own. But so the mamas help them help teach the little pigs how to eat, and we have this farrowing pasture is bound with electric fence, which is also key to a good successful finishing period, is that these pigs need to be trained to electric fence before we wean them. And so the mamas are all trained, and they end up helping train the little ones to the electric fence, and so these pigs are off to a good start. And we'll go out in a minute here and look at some of our finishing pastures. All right, so we are here in one of our newest finishing paddocks. And you can see we actually just built this today. This is all it takes to keep in our pigs once they are trained to electric fence. We have this is not on, but usually it would be hot. But you have a top wire, that's for the bigger hogs, and low wire is for the little pigs, and that's what it will that controls them once they're trained to it. Now we'll have a wooden gate here, but they'll have about 1/4 to a 1/2 acre that they can roam around in. We like to provide shade in each paddock, or in the wintertime we do provide a little better shelter for them, so they can get out of any ice or snow or anything like that if those conditions occur. But of course we would have water, fresh water in each paddock that they're in, and we'd have the feeder also. But we'll go down and look at some pigs. Okay, here's some pigs that are nearly finished out. They are 7 to 8 months old right now, and this is the paddock they've been in for about 2 weeks. And we've had a lot of rain. The soil's really moist, and you can see they've worked it up pretty good. They do make wallers, and that's their way of cooling off. So we just allow them to do that, and that lets them do their thing and live in their best environment. And we feel like this is the best environment for pigs, and they're in this type of environment their whole life, and can fully express themselves, and they have a good life. So the feed they're eating is 100% non-GMO feed that we get from Barrier Farms in Mount Pleasant, North Carolina, and we provide it free choice to them. We grind it and mix it ourselves, and but other than that, they do graze. You can see them eating crabgrass right now, and they rummage through the paddock. They root things up, and They'll eat roots and they'll eat bugs, grass, whatever they can eat. They'll do it all. So and you can also see their drinker. We have fresh water. We got a float valve on it, and it keeps water in the tank at all. All right, so yeah, these pigs are almost ready, and they'll be going to the slaughterhouse in a couple weeks here. So this is the kind of pork that you can feel good about eating. And we appreciate our customers, and thank you again for supporting Watson Farms Pastured Meat.